Hello everybody, welcome. It has been about a week, maybe 6 days, since I last did all the cleaning here. I was not able to finish this section, which is the other half of the room. So this is the before that we're dealing with right now. Alright, it's a little messy. We're gonna do it a little bit of the old-fashioned way, where I'm gonna try to take everything out of the room, clean everything out. We're gonna clean this side of the wall and then put everything back in, okay? So it's gonna be a decent process. I'm assuming it's gonna take me about 2 to 3 hours to sort through everything and clean everything. So let's get started.
Hello. This is Recording Sam. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you so much for being here. This is part 4 of my decluttering process, and I can't believe we are almost at the tail end.
This is my college diploma hat, and I'm ready to get rid of it. I have pictures of it, but she's looking a little rough. Little sentimental item discard. It's kind of crazy because I said I wouldn't, but bye.
Just realizing that I called that thing my college diploma hat. But I should have called it my graduation cap. I think I subliminally called it that because it has a tiny little diploma sculpture on the hat. And it says Accio Diploma, a reference from Harry Potter because I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Basically just saying, come here, diploma, because I finally graduated in 2018 after years and years of hard work, and it meant a lot. But I have pictures, so I can let go of that physical item now.
These are like stackable. So just do that. So these are my sticker stocks. I actually sell stickers. SamanthaJRadney.com/shop. They're really cute. I designed them myself. Original artworks that I have turned into stickers. And I love them so much. They're super fun. Okay, this is the top of this.
I really like the functionality of these little crate boxes on wheels. They're stackable. They have doors. Really fun.
Okay, do you see this? I have new growth on my plant. I have 1, 2, and that little bud. You see it? It's so cute. Took 2 years. 2 years to get it to this point, which is interesting. My other plant fell and I had to clean it.
So here I'm just taking out everything from this shelving that I have. I really like this thing. It's very aesthetically pleasing and it holds a lot. However, I don't know how I feel about the slats because it creates gaps and it's hard to put stuff on there sometimes unless it's flat. So maybe in the future I'll replace this thing, but for now, like, it does its job and it's really cute. I put lights all over it. Don't be afraid to express yourself or decorate things and find ways around it. You know what I mean?
Getting rid of this at the tail end and the wick doesn't burn anymore. This one's still good, but the wax is all over the place. I'll still keep it.
Speaking of candles, I definitely want to purchase more candles, different scents, probably like organic soy candles. But I did want to talk about the concept of hygge. It's a Danish term that refers to items around your home that give you a sense of comfort, joy, a warm, fuzzy feeling. And it could also be very simple, but romanticized at the same time. So that could be candles, essential oil diffusers, blankets, warm fuzzy things, figurines, mini flower arrangements, anything that could spark inspiration and get you motivated every day. With the idea of comfort, you're also trying to romanticize your rest periods. For example, on Sunday, it was the last day of Mother's Day weekend in the service industry as a server. I get so busy during that entire week, and I purposefully scheduled a self-care day. I made sure to take a bubble bath. I did, a face mask, hand mask, even a foot mask. And I felt very relaxed and did not feel guilty about that either. And I feel like as humans, we need to be intentional with how we rest, especially as creatives and multi-passionates, because how are we going to be inspired to create if we don't rest, if we don't give ourselves a break? That was really important for me to take a break after I decluttered my entire bedroom. I haven't decluttered since. This was filmed a few months ago already, maybe 2 months ago already. And that's because I wanted to have a level head. I went on vacation, went to my sister's wedding, things like that. Now that I am in a level of homeostasis, I can think about the next stage of decluttering.
Hello. So these are my tarot decks. There is a lot of them, but not too crazy, relatively speaking. I'm gonna dust the outside of each of them. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep all of these because I still actively use all of them. Keep, 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 keep. Yep, keep, keep. The Moonology ones, I haven't used that often. Let's pick a card. Just for fun. I think I still have to connect to these. This is kind of like my newer deck. They're very sticky. Very sticky. Very sticky. Okay. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay, I'm keeping all of these. Honestly, I might get rid of this. My heart is just not. She's not connecting to this, so we are gonna say bye and thank you so much. Rest, I'm going to dust off. One thing I do like doing with my cards is before I use them, I actually cleanse them. So I will take some like sage or Palo Santo. I'd go do it to each one of them. So it takes about like 10 minutes or so for each deck. More like 5 minutes or so for each deck. It's a way for me to connect to the deck. Dust it off if I haven't been using it in a while. It's a good idea just to kind of clear out any stuck energy.
As I'm looking back at the footage of how I approached the decluttering process this first time around, while I was cleaning the entirety of my bedroom, I think I have learned a lot of new things. When I did this cleaning, I did it one time, big time. I did it in bulk, and it was kind of overwhelming at a lot of points. But I came across this creator on TikTok named Kylie Perkins, and she is really famous in mom talk for good reason, because she is a proponent of daily cleaning habits, and that also includes tackling one small space of decluttering. Now, this does kind of contradict the KonMari method a little bit, because in the KonMari method, you want to see everything that you have and kind of make it overwhelming so that psychologically you don't own anything that you don't need. But because I've been doing this for a long time, I'm very familiar with the things that work for me and the things that do not. So in the future, I'm going to approach this in more of a methodical way, step by step, section by section, kind of creating lists of different areas in the house and sectioning it off to make it easier to deal with.
Oh God. Oh no. Did I just fuck this up heavy? Oh my God. Oh no! Did I just catch that on camera? Oh no, I think I killed this plant. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy, guys. I think I just killed this plant, you guys. I think it's just too long. All right, well, I didn't kill it, so I'm gonna put this in water. And this guy, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna survive in this pot. You guys, I can't believe I fucked up this plant. So this entire branch detached, and I'm just gonna try to reroot it. This is what's left of the plant that I think I pulled out of the roots, so we'll see how it does because it might just die. I feel so bad right now, dude. I feel so bad. Beyond. But that's life. Sometimes with nature, like, it just does its own thing, and I'm part of nature at this point. I'm dead. Yep, so is he. We'll see how it goes. Give you an update. Alright, so this is the transformed bit. I left the shelf empty. I have all my tarot cards here and all my oracle cards here. I have my paper shredder. Then I put this here instead because it's easier to move around and clean. I also put the electrical strip right here, and then this controls the things that are not always on all the time. So now it's hidden behind this, which can easily be moved around and not stuck in between where it used to be. Yeah. Okay, so I think I deserve a lunch break after that. I'll be back.
This is a bite of pork adobo with cucumber, tomato, and onion salad. I made it myself. And of course, Felonius is always up in my business trying to eat my food. But he has to get down from the table, as I am doing right here. Love him forever. Okay, so now we are back on track. I am sorting through some of my pens, stationery, art supplies, and such. I was actually talking to my sister Tin during this part of the decluttering process. I also try to multitask when I'm doing things that don't need 100% of my brain. So because I'm just sorting through pens, it's very easy for me to catch up with people, and I try to do that, especially when I'm, doing chores, folding laundry, things like that. If I want to be efficient, I have to habit stack in some way, shape, or form, but still maintain my relationships, of course. Here, I am going through every single one of my pens, seeing if number one, they are dried out, number two, whether I still like how they function and perform, and number three, I'm keeping in mind the fact that I will be using pens more often, not only for writing, but for drawing as well. I am undergoing a huge project, which has already taken me a couple years, but I don't really mind when I end this project. It's for the point of practice. It is 100 portraits challenge, and toward the tail end of this challenge, my goal is to be using ballpoint pen because it is not erasable. Once it is a mark on paper, I can't really cover it up with paint. I refuse to. The charm of ballpoint ink is the fact that it can't be erased and that you can use it to create textures, small line work that when you look from a bigger perspective on a bird's eye view, you'll see that it creates shadow and value, even if it's like cross-hatching or pointillism. Pen and ink is like very interesting. It's a hard medium to learn, but it's definitely something that I want to keep in mind in the future. What you're also seeing right now is my second main tech drawer. I'm getting rid of the lavalier mic that you probably saw. And I think I gave it to Jamil because he might find some use for it with the content that he's creating. But because I already got a Rode mic, I think that this will suffice in any future video making that I'll be doing. That's another thing. Sometimes you have to think about when you start upgrading your material, is it worth keeping the one that you upgraded from, or do you just move forward, give it a new home, replace it, and so on and so forth.
All right, everybody, my sister called me. I got a little distracted, but I suppose I was not meant to film that part. But overall, I just decluttered this right here, which is going to be my tech stuff. I put all my warranties in one place so I don't have to worry about it. And then I cleared my inbox. This is where I put all my incoming mail that I haven't dealt with yet, and I sorted it all out. Next thing I'm gonna do is, as you can see, I am taking out everything from all my shelving units. And then I am about to clean this shelf, pull it, and then clean behind. And that's it. I'm gonna put all my journals over in that lower shelf right there. The last one. And then that way, those are all my full journals. And then I'm gonna put all the other journals in one of these shelves. First, all the full journals are gonna go here. These are all the journals that need to be filled. These are all my workbook journals. Damn, a lot of journals, bro. Workbook journals are going here. And then these are books, so books are going to go there. Okay. Yes, so this is going to go to my spiritual drawer, which I have on my desk actually. It's more personal. Put this right here along with my other stuff. Yes. Okay. looks nice. If I do say so myself, they're accessible, within reach, near me, near my desk. I like keeping my journals near me. So. Okay, so you have art books. I'm gonna take all my art books and put them to one side with all grouped together, basically. Some personal development books or like kind of productivity related books, and then I'm gonna put some art books together. I have some seed catalogs. Thank you to my friend Andy for them. This is where I get to do some drawing exercises and paint flowers and seeds, fruit, things like that. It's very exciting. I love it. It's just like a quick way for me to do like a drawing exercise. I'm gonna put this to the side. Art books, seed books, more art books. This is a guide to museums in the area. So where should I put this? Keep this in my inbox actually, because I want to go to said museums. Okay, this is the start of all my damn sketchbooks. So let's take it out for now. Oh, heavy, bro. There's so many of them. I'm also not the type of person to just work on one sketchbook at a time, so it kind of sucks. Art technique, got some Morpho books. Super cool. Put it right there. Okay. These are some postcards for my sticker shop. I think I'm gonna start putting my sticker shop in the nearest shelf to my desk. So anything sticker shop related will be here closer to me. And anything more like books reference will be further from me, because I would like to sell more stickers. Yes. Right? Right. But maybe I consolidate this now. Ooh. Let's see. Will they fit? Will they? These will go in here. Makes more sense.
All right, so here I'm tackling more of the cleaning, the dusting. I realized that I am an artist, but I don't really have that many art pieces on the wall. I have like a couple that is stored right now, and I definitely need to prioritize just displaying it and prioritize creating art for the intention of actually displaying it. That's part of the hige that I was also mentioning earlier. I want to be comforted in beautiful art, in things that inspire me, whether it may be a painting or a different art form altogether. This scanner is probably my favorite thing because now I can digitize all of my traditional art. It's a blessing.
Keep. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. So I'm actually getting rid of this. This is a group of, it's from Arteza, and I have the broad nib and the fine point markers. I haven't used them much at all. Number one, I am not like really used to using alcohol markers yet, and I realized that I do want a brush nib alcohol marker, so I'm gonna give this to my friend Molly, the entire set.
Alright guys, we are going down to the wire here. I am just doing this last bit of cleaning, pulling out the shelving unit and vacuuming behind it. This is probably the most vacuuming I've ever done in my adult life, JK, but I vacuumed so much that I basically had to replace this vacuum. It wasn't working to the best of its ability anymore, and the compartment where it held all the dirt kept opening by itself, and so I had to let it go. I ended up buying a new vacuum with better suction power, and it stands up on its own as well. A great reward after all this hard work. We are done.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the next day and I am completely done decluttering the bedroom. It was a long, drawn out process, I will have to say, but overall learned a lot, and I'm gonna show you the final result. Okay, so we got my desk. It's super clear. Only necessities on here. This is my main drawer. Got all the remotes over here. This is an empty box, but you know, works out. Then you got our tech drawer. This is the immediate tech drawer, things that are functional and in use all the time. I have my batteries, my lav mic, all of my SD cards are in here. It's all the stationery. And finally we have the craft drawer. These are all the active sketchbooks that I've been using. These are all my stuff for drawing per se. Everything from watercolor, even watercolor soluble stuff. This is extra watercolors, which is kind of empty right now. Finally, I have my stuff for tarot, spiritual related stuff. I also have like everything related to doing readings here. I have all my tarot decks in one spot, all my oracle decks in another. And then these are all my personal journals over the years. I have my camera bag. I have my shredder. I have all my plants. You already know what happened to the plant. Sad face. This right here are my extra lights. This is my sticker drawer where I have all my stickers that are in stock. Got all the stamps over here. That last one is sentimentals. So you also have the actual shelving. This is now complete. It's all clean. I vacuumed behind it. So this is my desk easel. I have my electric fan. This is my scanner. This right here is all my colored pencils. I have all my backup brushes over here. These are my main brushes. And then all my other art equipment. I have gouache and acrylic gouache here. I have all the productivity and philosophy art related stuff here. I have all my actual art books and sketchbooks here. This is going to be all of my paperwork. This is my other secondary tech drawer. This is my incoming box, my inbox right here. That's where I put my mail. This is my secondary inbox, so documents to be processed. I have all my pens and ink related stuff over here. Then I have all my packing equipment over here. All right, guys, I think we did a lot of progress. I did learn a lot about this round of decluttering and deep cleaning. I really like that I focus more on the deep cleaning this time around. I am gonna take a break, a little bit of a break from decluttering, because everything else that I'm gonna declutter in the house is more so like the common area. So like you know, the bathroom area, the places where we keep all of our tools and supplies, and then, you know, a common bookshelf. And I also have like the whole kitchen, which is going to be a lot. There's also going to be the garden, and that's also going to be a lot. I'm going to leave that for last. But if you've been with me since the first video, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell to be notified of any future videos on this YouTube channel. And with that, I'll see you folks around. Take care and bye.